is a video introduction to option 2 for the optical art project. For this project, you're going to be creating an optical art illusion piece of artwork. To start off, you're going to be creating lines on your paper. You can use a ruler for this, or if you don't have a ruler, you can use a box. In this case, I'm going to use the box from the markers. You will create a minimum of 4 vertical and horizontal lines. You don't want to make the lines straight. You want to try to make some go to the left, some go to the right, and you'll do the same thing with the lines going the other way. So you'll create 4 lines going each way. When you do this, please make sure that your lines do go to the edges of your paper. After you do this, you are going to create 3 circles. You may use an object to create your circles in order to trace. So for instance, you can copy over a CD, a cup, or anything that you have that is circular. Or if you feel confident, you can just draw your circles. Remember to overlap all 3 of your circles. After you do this, you're going to color your work in 2 different colors. You may use complementary colors. Remember that complementary colors are colors that are directly across from each other on the color wheel, such as red and green. Or you may use a black marker and a second color. You're going to color this in like a checkerboard. One suggestion that I have for you so that you can color it in without making a mistake is to use a pencil and to draw an X on anywhere that you're going to be coloring. So I'm going to go across and draw X's on all the spaces. You'll want to do that in pencil so that you can see which spaces you're going to be coloring in. You need to do this like a checkerboard, so you'll need to think about which space you'll be skipping. So we'll be coloring this, skipping, coloring, skipping, coloring, skipping. This one we're coloring, skipping, coloring, skipping, coloring, skipping, coloring, skipping. So you'll do that across your whole piece until you've filled in all the spaces. That way if you make a mistake, you'd be able to erase that and know that that's going to be a specific color. Once you have those spaces all marked in, you're going to come in with either your first complementary color or your black marker and start coloring in each of the spaces that you marked with an X. You want to make sure to fill those in completely and not allow any white paper to show through. You'll go across and keep coloring in until you've colored all of the spaces in. Once you have that done, you're going to pick your second color and you're going to color in that secondary color. So here's an example that I already worked up. You would now come in with your second color. I'm going to choose orange as it's a nice bright color. And then I'm going to color in all of those white spaces. Once you have all of your spaces colored in, you'll want to go back over your work and make sure there aren't any spaces that need a little bit more color. And you'll want to go over those and color them in again just to make sure you've completely filled all the white space in. Once you have this done, you will then scan and submit it to your class.